Hello everybody, Jetty again with J&J True Outdoor Adventures, and I'm going to share some more memories of hunts past. And I'm looking at 1988, and I'm going to read some from it. I think 88 and 89 is what I'll cover. Okay, this is November 18th, 1988. It's Friday. Took off for Sherwood, stopped at Neola, and got the bus. We had started leaving the bus at Neola instead of bringing it back to Fayetteville. The guy who had Ted Mike's campground, his name was Harold Brown. He had an area where you could park your campers, and $50 a year, just leave them there. That way you didn't have to haul them home. So we started doing that. So we took off for Sherwood, stopped at Neola, and got the bus. Got the bus and took it up on Rutgers. We set the bus up, went to bed shortly after. So, it had to be a Friday evening instead of Friday morning. November the 19th, 1988, Saturday. Put plastic around the bus, went scouting the rest of the day. Just walking through the woods, checking out Mother Nature, looking for sign. November the 20th, 1988, that's Sunday. Done some more scouting, and I prepared to come home so I could go to work Monday. Dink staying instead of going back. The job I had then, Dink and I both worked for the same company, and the owner wouldn't give us the whole week off. He did give us Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off. Of course, Thursday being Thanksgiving. But we had to work Monday and Tuesday. So, November 21st, 1988, it's a Monday. I had to go back to deer camp after I got off work to get Dink, because he chose to stay and not go back. If I didn't get him, he would lose his job. So Dink came back with me, and Alvin came back with us as well. Alvin said he'd go back on Wednesday. November 22nd, 1988, this is Wednesday. Got off work and headed for deer camp. Got to the turnpike, and the rear end and Dad's pickup truck locked up, right at the toll booth. The actual drive shaft that attached to the rear end just spun off. You couldn't reattach it. The part that goes in the rear end just twisted off. So I had to call my mother-in-law and Brenda to come and get us. We ended up having to take my car, which at that time we only had one car, to go back to camp. We got there at about 8 o'clock. No one had got a deer yet. November 23rd, 1988, Thursday, excuse me. Got up and went out to the new fire trail. Jenny and I sat across the ridge from each other. I saw a turkey and one deer, but not a buck. We didn't see anything else the rest of the day. I did see some squirrels. Got back to the bus and Son was ready to go home. Alvin was too. Well, I was afraid of my car because I'd been having some problems, but we ended up loading back up, so we all left and came home. I mean, 1988 was just a bad year. November the 24th and 25th, 1988, that's a Friday and a Saturday. Dad, Alvin, Sonny, Dink, and I got my license all over the place. Went hunting out Arrowwood Creek Road. This is on the Nuttall Rod and Gun Club we belong to. We seen some deer but didn't see any bucks. Dad saw 2 bucks and shot at one and knocked it down, but it got up and got away, and he never was able to find it. Alvin shot at a 10 point, and he said he hit it. He said he tracked it over a ridge and someone else shot and got it. No one got a buck this year. December 9th, 1988. It was a Friday. Now we're doe hunting again. Got up and went to Pocahontas County. It had snowed the night before. We had about 3 or 4 inches. Got up to where I wanted to hunt, and Dink went on top of the mountain. It was still snowing most of the morning. I saw a full point buck, and that was it. Found all kinds of tracks in the snow, and Dink got a doe at the top of the mountain. I went with him to the car, and then I went back out, and I didn't see anything the rest of the day. December the 10th, 1988, which was a Saturday, got up and it had really got cold that night. The battery in the car was dead and the radiator was froze. It was about 10 or 11 before Dad and I got to Pocahontas County. We was able to get the battery, we jumped it. We was able to get the battery, charged and got the car started. And we'd had to let the radiator thaw. We hunted all day and didn't see anything. We came back home and Dink was the only lucky one this year. That's a real short one, like I said. That was 1988. And then we get into 1989. November the 17th, 1989, Friday. Got off work and went home and got ready to go to camp. Was able to get the week off for deer season this year. Took a camper instead of the bus. Got it set up for the night. Saturday, November the 18th, 1989, and Sunday, November 19th, 1989. Scouted around both days. Only saw 2 deer on Sunday. A friend of Dad's named Bill Reese, his CB handle was Hoe Handle, came up with his Pace era camper. He had a drive motorhome that he could drive. Brought it up, and he camped underneath the pine tree with us. Denny couldn't make it in for deer season this year. Dad took Bill out on Sunday and showed him the mountain where we hunt, just to get him familiar with it. Monday, November the 20th, 1989. Got up early and fixed breakfast for everybody. And that's the only entry I got. See, I told you, I wish I'd have done a better job, but I do have marked on here, didn't kill any deer this year. So 1989, we didn't kill anything, none of us. But the journal, I wish I'd have kept a lot better notes. I do have some notes from 1990, just one note. And then I have 1991. It's written on what looks like it was an old pad for selling things. And that covers the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of that season. So I'll get into that later, but appreciate you watching J&J True Outdoor Adventures. I'm glad you seem to like the memories of hunts past that I'm doing. Like I said, this is covering the deer hunting, rifle season, and doe season. So just stay tuned for more. Hopefully I'll have a little bit more content. Like I said, I know 90 and 91. 90 is not going to have much, but I might bring Big Al in on that one, because that's the year he killed his first buck at camp. So I may bring him in and we'll sit here together and talk about it. See where my memory has failed. He's younger than me by 10 years. See if he can remember a little bit better. But again, we appreciate you watching J&J True Outdoor Adventures. Please like, subscribe, comment, share our videos. And as Big Al is fond of saying, we'll see you in the woods.